Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, Torpedoes and Tarantulas. Tonight's video, along with probably two or three more, is going to be focused on rehousing some invertebrates. I've got quite a few inverts who are starting to outgrow their enclosure, so they have new enclosures now. So we will be focusing in the next video or two or three or however many it takes, getting these guys in their new homes. Also, you may notice that I have redone the workspace. I will do a grand tour of that as we rehouse these invertebrates. And then I'm going to finish up pretty early and end the rest of my night with a cigar and some scotch. So, speaking of a stiff drink, if you need one, go ahead and get one right now. The rest of you, go grab a snack, a drink, a cigar if you smoke one, whatever. Come back. Let's rehouse some invertebrates. Alright, so here we're going to start out with a grand tour of the new Workbench. As I said, we reworked this thing. I just basically flipped it over, painted it another color. I'm hoping that black will not reflect light as badly, although there's a bit more of a sheen than I care for on this black. And this was actually a flat black, but it's still kind of reflecting. Anyhow, this is my new Workbench, which of course I have customized with stickers. This one right here I think is really freaking cool, and that I think would be a pretty cool part of a pretty cool Torpedoes and Tarantulas logo. And then of course I've got stickers all around the perimeter, like the I Bite If Provoked, the Edelbrock Tarantula, Let's Save the Land Octopus so that they can continue to do the happy dance. Remember, if one gets on your face, don't move. Black widows are not as deadly as you think they are, but tarantulas are super cool. This is in memoriam to Augie, my first tarantula, and this represents one of the spiders that I am raising now, along with this sticker here. And then, of course, this just kind of represents the two things I love, my country and my tarantula. So there we go. That is the new Workbench. Little private tour for you guys. Now, let's start doing some rehousings. Alright, and so here is the first tarantula that we are going to attempt to rehouse. This particular species of tarantula has been pretty docile, so I don't really expect it to bolt, especially not for like a long distance or anything like that. This is the Aphonopelma simani, or the Costa Rican striped knee or zebra knee. This is one of two that I received free from Edward Tyndall on a drawing in which my friend Norvis from Norvis Eight-Legged Critters actually won the drawing and then relayed the winnings to me, which was, at the time, it was one Aphonopelma simani, but Edward was actually cool enough to send me two. So what we're going to try to do here, although all of this is kind of out of camera view here, sorry, working with just one set of hands. Anyway, Edward sent me two instead of one Aphonopelma simani, and this is one of two now in its new home. It's got itself a starter burrow along with some leaf litter and some sphagnum moss. None of these enclosures right now have water dishes in them, but they will get them very soon. So there is the first one rehoused. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, and here so we have the second subject of a rehouse. This is the second of my Aphonopelma simani. This one, as you can see, absolutely has nowhere to hide anymore. It's just kind of destroyed its burrow, and it's just kind of a divot in the substrate, and it just kind of falls out of the enclosure there, lands on its back, and into its new enclosure again with a starter burrow, some leaf litter, and some sphagnum moss. Again, I will put water dishes and things like that in later on. There is the second rehouse subject. now in its new home. Let's move on. All right, and so victim number 3 is another new world. This one from further south. This is the Pemphidius species Platyoma, or the Brazilian pink bloom. This is my suspect male, Brazilian pink bloom bird eater. He molted, probably close to 2 weeks ago. Definitely needs a new house. Let's see if we can just kind of coax him into going up and over into the new enclosure, and then in the next few days I will work on feeding him, because he has not eaten since that molt. There he goes. Now if we can just get him to fully commit to the enclosure. This guy's been a bit skittish, but has not been really bad as far as being defensive or bolty. But look at the colors on this tarantula, guys. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. Okay, so he is now in his new home. We have one more that we're going to rehouse, and we're going to end this video. Alright, so this one here is our last but not least. Some of you may already immediately recognize, just by looking at that abdomen, what species this may be. This is my Mexican red rump, the Tlaxcaltecatl vagans or vagans, the Mexican red rump. This guy molted not quite a week ago, actually a few days ago now, and the red on the rump is just amazing. It's a wonder they don't call these guys, especially after they molt, a Mexican fire rump rather than a Mexican red rump, because, I mean, those colors are just fiery red. It does not like the touch of the stick. Started to kick a couple of hairs on its new abdomen, so let's see if we give it a nice soft brush, if it will maybe slowly work its way into its new home. Again, kicking hairs. Stop kicking hairs. Just get into your new house. That's all we want you to do. This is a really gorgeous tea. This is one that I got as a freebie. And this is one that is now being very uncooperative in going into its new enclosure. They are a very gorgeous species, and I am very fond of the Brachypelma genus. They are all, the entire genus is a bunch of really, really, really gorgeous species. There you go. There's some of those fiery reds on the abdomen of this tea, and now its little toe claws, there we go, were kind of hung on my paintbrush, and it didn't want to let go. So now maybe we can get it all the way into its enclosure without kicking any more hairs. This video absolutely does no justice to the blacks on the legs there, since it molted along with that fiery red, like I said, on the abdomen. But this guy is in its new home along with the rest of them. And let me see if I can't get you guys in here close so I can do an outro. That is all I've got for this video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will give me a thumbs up and a comment. You will share this video. You will subscribe if you have not done that. And of course, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you are. God bless.